Hello everyone, I'm back with another meal. This time, I'm recreating the protein-packed bento that Ryuuji makes for Taiga in the anime Toradora. If you have not watched this anime yet, I highly recommend it. One of my favorite rom-com animes of all time. Back to the bento. From what I can see, there are some karage, hambagu, tonkatsu, mushrooms, the classic tomato, and finally, rice with sauce on top. As always when it comes to bentos, my bento is a different size than theirs, so I will be adjusting as I need. If you did not know, I started streaming cooking on Twitch. I made this bento live on stream, so please check out my channel and drop a follow. Now, let's get started. For the hambagu, first dice a whole onion. Alternatively, a food processor can be used for much smaller pieces. Bring a pan to medium heat with some neutral oil and add the onions in. Allow them to slowly cook to release their sugars and mellow sweetness. After about 4 to 5 minutes, move them into a bowl and let them cool to room temperature. Once cooled, add half a pound of ground beef and 1/4 pound of ground pork. The ratio here is roughly a 2-to-1 ratio in favor of the beef. A tablespoon of nutmeg, a pinch of salt, and a few cracks of black pepper. Finally, drop in a few tablespoons of panko breadcrumbs and 1 egg. Mix it all together until completely homogeneous and begin shaping into patties. While forming the patties, toss the meat between your hands to release some of the air that is caught inside. Once all the patties are formed, let it cool in the fridge for at least 30 minutes to let the fat solidify. For the karage, cut chicken thighs into roughly 1-inch pieces. I will be marinating these in a mixture of 1 part soy sauce, mirin, sesame oil, sake, and just a bit of grated ginger. Coat the chicken evenly in the marinade and leave it in the fridge for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes have passed, time to deep fry the karage and the tonkatsu. The tonkatsu are just pork cutlets, first dipped in flour, then egg, and then panko breadcrumbs. Allow the pork to deep fry on each side for about 3 to 4 minutes or until the exterior is golden brown. The karage, however, is a little bit more difficult. First, coat the chicken with flour and then potato starch. Deep fry in batches for 90 seconds. Take them out and continue rotating with the batches. After the first round of frying is done, allow the oil to reheat and deep fry again for another 60 to 90 seconds. This will allow for that super crispy exterior. Time for the final protein piece. Preheat a pan on medium-high heat with neutral oil. Add 1 to 3 hambagus in the pan, depending on the size you chose when forming. Slightly press down as it is cooking, but sear both sides for 2 minutes each. After searing both sides, add red wine to braise the meat. Lower the heat and cover. Remove the patties and add just a bit of soy sauce to finish up the sauce. This sauce will be going on top of the rice. We're almost there. The final cooked portion are the mushrooms. I could not tell exactly what type of mushrooms were shown, but I chose shiitake mushrooms. Slice the mushrooms and throw them into a hot pan. Season with salt, pepper, and neutral oil. Let these cook for 4 to 5 minutes until they are completely soft to the touch. Coat with a bit of sesame oil and set it aside until assembly. I will be separating the bento into 2 layers. One will have all the meats, and the other will have the rice and vegetables. Add a good portion of rice, and then next to it, add the sauteed mushrooms along with a few classic cherry tomatoes. For the meat layer, I realized that I made the hambagus way too large, so I only added 1 versus the 3 small ones that are shown in the picture. Slice up the tonkatsu and add several pieces of karage. And finally, the sauce. I will not lie here, I failed this part terribly. I should have added some thickening agent to the sauce so that it can sit on top of the rice instead of just sink between the grains. If I had any suggestions, it would be to add cornstarch or potato starch as a thickener. Do as I say and not as I do. But that completes one of the many bentos that Ryuuji makes in Toradora. I will definitely be revisiting this anime in the future for more meal recreations. But let me know how I did in the comments. If I messed up horribly or you think I did a solid job, please tell me. Make sure to check out all of my other socials as well. Links are in the description below. I will see y'all in the next video.